Once upon a time, in the midst of medieval France, there lived a young girl who would defy the odds and shape the course of history. Her name? Joan of Arc. She wasn't your typical damsel in distress. She was more like a knight in shining armor, quite literally. Joan was born in Domrémy, a small village in northeastern France, in the year 1412. Her upbringing was pretty ordinary for the time, but destiny had grand plans for her. At the tender age of 13, she began experiencing visions of saints and angels, urging her to drive the English out of France and see the rightful heir, Charles VII, crowned as king. Now, imagine being a teenage girl in the 15th century, claiming to have heavenly visions and wanting to lead armies into battle. That's like saying you want to be a rockstar astronaut today. It's a bit out there, but Joan was determined, and nothing was going to stop her. In 1429, she convinced Charles VII to let her join the army. Dressed in armor and riding into battle, Joan became a symbol of hope for the French forces. She had a knack for rallying troops and boosting morale, which was no small feat considering the chaos of the 100 Years' War. One of her most famous exploits was the Siege of Orleans. The city was on the brink of falling to the English, but Joan's leadership turned the tide. She inspired the troops to fight fiercely, and they emerged victorious. It was a turning point in the war and solidified Joan's reputation as a military genius. But alas, every hero has their downfall. Joan was eventually captured by the Burgundians, who sold her to the English. She faced a trial for heresy and witchcraft, which was basically like being accused of being in league with the devil back then. Despite her incredible bravery and unwavering faith, Joan was tragically executed at the age of 19. However, her story doesn't end there. Decades later, Joan was posthumously declared innocent and a martyr by the Catholic Church. She was canonized as a saint in 1920, and to this day, she remains a symbol of courage, conviction, and girl power. So, the next time you're feeling a bit discouraged, just think of Joan of Arc, a teenage girl who defied expectations, fought for what she believed in, and changed the course of history. If she can do it, so can you. And that, my friends, is the tale of Joan of Arc, warrior, visionary, and all-around badass.